Do your aquatic plants start off vibrant only to wither away faster than a Snapchat story? It's a struggle many aquarium enthusiasts know all too well. Thriving underwater gardens don't come from fancy gear, they come from nailing the basics: lighting, nutrients, and water parameters. Let's dive into these essentials and turn your tank into a lush, thriving paradise. Water hardness, often referred to as the concentration of dissolved calcium and magnesium in your aquarium, can make or break your underwater paradise. For aquatic plants, it's a sneaky villain that subtly disrupts growth. When water's too hard, these minerals accumulate and block the pathways that plants use to absorb critical nutrients such as potassium and iron. It's as if the plants are trapped in a locked room, with the nutrients just out of reach. This results in visible signs of stress such as yellowing leaves, brittle stems, and stunted growth, which may make you feel like your plants are ghosting you. To combat this, understanding and managing both general hardness, or GH, and carbonate hardness, or KH, is absolutely essential. GH affects the structural strength of plant cells and their ability to transport nutrients efficiently, while KH stabilizes pH levels, ensuring that aquatic environment doesn't fluctuate that wildly. The ideal GH for most plants ranges between 5 and 6 degrees, with KH levels at 2 to 3 degrees. These values help maintain a stable environment where nutrients are available and pH levels remain steady. If your water tests reveal excessive hardness, solutions include diluting the water with reverse osmosis, or RO, or distilled water, which can reset the mineral balance. For soft, water-loving plants like Amazon swords, introducing RO water can work wonders. Alternatively, crushed coral can be used strategically to regulate carbonate hardness, ensuring long-term stability. Consistent monitoring with a TDS meter can provide insights into your water quality, helping you keep the ecosystem balanced. Mastering water hardness isn't just a technical task, it's about listening to what your plants are telling you through their growth, or lack thereof it, and then acting accordingly. Water level might sound like a mundane detail, but it plays a pivotal role in keeping your plants thriving and your CO2 levels intact, especially when you're using a CO2 injection system. Let me explain why. In an aquarium, CO2 acts as the currency that plants need for photosynthesis, the process that turns light and nutrients into growth. When water levels are too low, surface agitation increases, causing CO2 to escape faster than your system can add it back in. That means your plants don't get the CO2 that they need to thrive, and you're not maximizing the benefits of your CO2 injection system. Think of it like trying to text without a signal. Nothing works. Maintaining the correct water level minimizes surface agitation, keeping CO2 dissolved in the water for as long as possible, where plants can absorb it. The sweet spot for water levels is typically about 2 inches below the top of the tank if you're worried about jumping fish. This reduces turbulence while providing enough room to keep your fish from channeling their inner Olympian and leaping straight out of your tank. Even without a CO2 system, consistent water levels help maintain stable pH and TDS levels, which are both essential for plant health. Topping off your tank regularly helps keep your system balanced and reduces the chances of large fluctuations, which, as you may know, can stress your plants and your fish. These small adjustments can have a massive impact on maintaining a healthy balance between plant growth, oxygen exchange, and overall aquatic harmony. So the next time you're doing water changes or topping off your tank, remember, the water level isn't just a detail, it's a core component of your plant's survival strategy and the efficiency of your CO2 system. Lighting is the heartbeat of your aquarium, the invisible force powering everything from lush plant growth to oxygen production. Without it, your plants are left in the dark, literally and figuratively, unable to photosynthesize or create the energy that they need to thrive. Photosynthesis is the magic that turns light and CO2 into glucose, fueling plant growth and producing the oxygen that keeps your fish happy. However, the type of lighting you choose dictates how effectively this process occurs. Each plant species has its own unique lighting needs, from low-maintenance Java ferns that thrive in dim conditions to the divas of the plant world that demand high-intensity lighting to reach their full potential. The duration and spectrum of the light can also play a crucial role. Too much light can lead to an algae invasion, while too little leaves your plants leggy, pale, and weak. To get it right, the intensity of light must match your plant's needs. Full spectrum LED lights are typically the best choice, as they mimic natural sunlight and support photosynthesis across all wavelengths. See, it's not just about flipping a switch and hoping for the best. A timer is your best friend here, ensuring a consistent photo period, around 8 to 10 hours a day, which is ideal for most setups. A balanced lighting system setup does more than just make your plants look good, It supports the entire aquarium ecosystem, helping keep algae under control and ensuring your plants grow strong and healthy. Lighting may seem like a technical detail, but once you understand it, you'll realize it's the golden thread that ties your aquarium together, turning a simple tank into a thriving, vibrant ecosystem. Nutrient deficiencies are the ghost stories of aquarium care. Eerie, elusive, and often showing up when you least expect them. Your plants, though silent, are highly expressive when they lack what they need. Yellowing leaves, distorted growth, or those mysterious pinholes are all cries for help. Take nitrogen deficiency, for example. It all starts subtly, with older leaves turning yellow and translucent as the plant reallocates nitrogen to support new growth. Iron deficiency, on the other hand, takes aim at new leaves, leaving them pale with dark veins, signaling a chlorophyll shortage. Potassium deficiency leaves its mark with pinholes rimmed with brown or yellow tissue, a sign of cellular collapse. Calcium deficiency twists and gnarls new growth, a visual reminder that structural support is missing. Addressing these issues requires more than just dumping fertilizer into the tank. It's about understanding your plant's specific needs and how their environment supports or hinders them. A balanced all-in-one fertilizer is a great starting point, providing the macronutrients and micronutrients that plants need to grow, and brands like APT Complete are great all-in-one fertilizers that do just that. For root feeders, use nutrient-rich tabs from brands like Tropica and have them buried in the substrate. These offer targeted nourishment. But remember, nutrient needs evolve as your plants grow, propagate, or shed old leaves. Regular inspections and adjustments ensure your plants stay vibrant and healthy. Keeping a watchful eye on these signs not only saves your plants, but also turns you into a master aquascaper who can decode the language of underwater greenery. The substrate in your tank is more than just an aesthetic choice. It's the foundation of your plants' lives. Beyond anchoring their roots, it acts as a slow-release nutrient reservoir, providing essential elements over time to support consistent growth. Think of it as the plant's pantry, stocked with everything that they need to stay vibrant. Active substrates like aquasoil are particularly effective for nutrient-demanding plants, as they not only store nutrients but also buffer water hardness, creating a more favorable environment for soft water species. These substrates absorb nutrients from the water column and gradually release them to plant roots, ensuring a steady supply. Sand and gravel, on the other hand, are better suited for tanks featuring epiphytes or mosses that don't rely on the substrate for nourishment. However, for plants with heavy nutrient demands, root tabs can be buried within the substrate to deliver that targeted nutrition directly to the root zones. Choosing the right substrate isn't just about supporting plant growth, it's about setting the stage for an ecosystem that will thrive holistically. A well-chosen substrate complements your water parameters and your lighting, creating a balanced and supportive environment that allows your plants to reach their full potential. It's a long-term investment in the health and the beauty of your aquarium, one that pays off with lush greenery and a thriving underwater world. Diagnosing problems in your aquarium isn't just about observing what's wrong, it's about understanding the story that your plants are telling. Every leaf, every stem, every patch of algae can give you clues as to what's happening beneath the surface. New plants introduced to your tank often go through an adjustment phase, sometimes called melting. This isn't an ominous sign of impending doom, but a natural reaction to environmental change. Many plants sold commercially are grown immersed, meaning their leaves develop above water. When these plants are submerged in your tank, the immersed leaves may shed, making way for submerged leaves better adapted to underwater life. While the sight of melting leaves may make you feel like your efforts have failed, don't panic. The plant's simply focusing its energy on creating stronger, healthier growth. To help the process along, trim away decaying leaves and remove debris from the tank to prevent waste buildup, which could end up leading to water quality issues. Once acclimation's complete, the plant should bounce back with new, vibrant leaves that match its underwater environment. However, not all problems are acclimation related. Persistent issues often point to nutrient deficiencies, lighting imbalances, or water quality problems. For example, yellowing leaves could signal a lack of nitrogen, while curling or gnarled growth might indicate calcium deficiencies. Diagnosing problems means observing your plants closely, identifying patterns, and taking targeted action. A proactive approach to ensuring that minor issues don't spiral into tank-wide disasters. Caring for your plants isn't just science, it's an art that requires patience, attention, and a willingness to adapt as your underwater ecosystem evolves. CO2 injections are often one of the most powerful tools in an aquascaper's arsenal, turning an average tank into a lush, thriving underwater jungle. Carbon dioxide is a crucial component of photosynthesis, the process plants use to convert light into energy. Without enough CO2, plants struggle to absorb nutrients and grow at a snail's pace, and then they often fall prey to algae, which can easily outcompete them for the limited resources. A well-regulated CO2 injection system ensures a steady supply of carbon dioxide, allowing plants to flourish with denser growth, more vibrant colors, and faster propagation. This transformation is particularly noticeable in high-tech tanks with demanding plant species that require more intensive care. Implementing CO2 injections isn't just about adding a device to your tank and calling it a day. The process requires careful balance. Too much CO2 can harm fish and other tank inhabitants, while too little won't give your plants the boost that they're looking for. A reliable system includes a CO2 cylinder, a regulator to control flow, and a diffuser to evenly distribute the gas throughout the tank. For those not ready to invest in a full setup, liquid CO2 supplements like Chem Excel offer a more accessible alternative, although they work better in smaller tanks or less complex setups. However, increased CO2 levels also accelerate plant growth, which means faster nutrient uptake. If your fertilization route doesn't keep up, your plants might start showing signs of deficiencies, such as yellowing leaves or stunted growth. CO2 injections aren't just a game changer for plant growth, they also enhance the overall ecosystem. These improve oxygen exchange and create a healthier environment for fish and invertebrates alike. Mastering CO2 is about striking a balance between science and creativity, ensuring your tank becomes not just a hobby, but a living masterpiece. Fertilization is the backbone of a thriving planted tank, providing the nutrients needed for healthy growth and vibrant colors. While photosynthesis gets the spotlight, fertilization ensures everything runs smoothly by supplying plants with essential elements. Aquatic plants absorb nutrients through both their roots and leaves, making a balanced fertilization strategy crucial for meeting the needs of all species, from rooted plants to floating stems. Effective fertilization isn't a one-size-fits-all approach, it requires adapting to your tank's evolving needs. As plants grow and change, their nutrient demands shift. All-in-one fertilizers provide a solid foundation, blending macronutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium alongside micronutrients like iron and magnesium. However, specific deficiencies may arise, such as potassium shortages, indicated by those little pinholes in leaves, or maybe iron deficiencies seen in pale new growth. By monitoring changes in leaf color or texture, you can adjust your dosing to keep your plants healthy and thriving. Fertilization isn't a one-and-doner, it's an ongoing process, a dynamic conversation with your tank, requiring creativity and constant fine-tuning. When done right, it rewards you with a vibrant, beautiful aquascape. Temperature is one of those subtle but critical factors that can quietly shape the success of your aquarium. For aquatic plants, the water temperature dictates the pace of their metabolic processes, affecting everything from growth rates to nutrient uptake. Most aquatic plants thrive in temperatures below 75 degrees Fahrenheit, where their systems can function efficiently without added stress. Warmer temperatures, while tolerable for some species, often tip that balance, leading to decreased oxygen levels in water and reduced plant health overall. And after time, plants exposed to consistently high temperatures may show signs of slowed growth, yellowing leaves, or even increased susceptibility to diseases. Managing temperature is particularly important in regions with warm climates or during summer months when ambient temperatures can cause sudden spikes inside of your tank. Direct sunlight, heat from equipment, or even room temperature can push your tank beyond its ideal range. So, to keep things cool, many aquarists use small fans positioned to blow across the water's surface, encouraging evaporation and naturally lowering the temperature. This low-tech solution is not only cost-effective, but also gentle on the ecosystem. For tanks with more sensitive species, investing in a chiller might be necessary, though these can be expensive and energy-intensive. Regular monitoring is key. Placing a thermometer in a visible spot helps you stay on top of changes before they affect your plants. While temperature might not grab headlines in the world of aquascaping, it's one of the most foundational aspects of maintaining a stable and healthy tank. When kept within the ideal range, temperature creates an environment where plants, fish, and invertebrates can thrive together in harmony. It's a detail that, while easy to overlook, makes all the difference in sustaining the beauty and balance of your underwater world. Alright, aquascapers, we've covered everything from balancing water hardness to perfecting that CO2 cocktail for the ultimate tank glow-up. Now, you're armed with the secrets to make your tank the Met Gala of aquascaping. Sorry. If this video made you go, aha, or even, oh no, I've been doing that wrong, Drop a comment below. Share your wins, fails, and weird tank stories. No judgment here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an aquatic adventure. See you in the next one.